Friday night's duel was a fun one. Obviously wish we would wrestled better, but the atmosphere and the attendance and just the whole event was phenomenal, and that's something that we thank the whole athletic department for, and there's a lot of work that went into putting that on, and it was kind of in short notice. We found out we were going to be in the Kohl Center uh, just a month, two in advance, and so it was great to have that type of event. It was fun for our guys. It was a fun atmosphere, and I know a lot of fans had a lot of fun at it. Um, that's what we want to create is our dual meets to be events, and a thing that we're competing on Friday nights against movies and other options, other things to do out there. And so we need to create an event like atmosphere, and there's things in the works right now, both at the field house and then getting more duels in the Kohl Center in the future, that is going to create that. And so it's a great atmosphere. Obviously, Iowa came out and wrestled with a lot of confidence. They're the number 2 ranked team in the country. And our guys didn't so much, but there was some definite positives out of there. Some matches where guys, um, you could see their confidence growing by the way they're competing. You could see um, them taking the fight back to the Iowa wrestler, and that was great to see. So, um, we took the positives out of that. We're building off of that and heading into this weekend. I think our guys will be in a better spot and ready to compete hard. The thing that our group right now is lacking, and it's hurting our performance on the mat, is confidence. And we have a lot of great wrestlers on our team, guys who have won a lot of wrestling matches. But it's easy in wrestling to start to lose your confidence after a couple matches, after a couple losses, or an injury or something like that. And confidence is key in our sport. It's key in all sports, but in basketball or team sports, you have other people who can pick up the slack for you. In wrestling, it's just you out there by yourself. And so, if you're suffering, if you have a lack of confidence in yourself, it's going to be hard to perform at the level that you're used to, at the level you're capable of. Um, so as a coach, our job is to build these guys' confidence back up, to help instill that in them. And really, as a coach, I see that being done in 3 different ways. Um, you can grow your confidence by outworking everybody on your team, outworking your opponent, and doing things when nobody else is watching. Because those are the times when you're building in your character, building in this feeling of I'm ready to compete. And when you're ready to compete, and you know that in the back of your head that you didn't cut corners, your confidence is going to grow. Another way is to beat guys that you're not expected to beat. And our team hasn't done that this year enough, and that's huge for our sport. Is when you walk out and other people don't expect you to beat somebody and you defeat them, the feeling you get when you run off the mat is one of I can hang with these guys, I can defeat these guys, I belong here. And some of our younger guys, that's what they need. It's just one win is going to turn the corner for them. And the third way to build confidence is to be doing this sport for something greater than yourself. And everybody who's great at athletics are doing it for a bigger purpose, whether that's our university, we talk about the W all the time, competing for that, whether that's your family, your friends, your teammates, your faith. There's a lot of things that you can start building into yourself where you're competing for other things than just yourself. And what that does too is it kind of allows you to loosen up a little bit because it's not all this pressure on you. Your identity is not found in just the performance that you have on the mat, because um, then if you win, you feel great about yourself. If you lose, you feel terrible about yourself, and it's this big roller coaster that's not fun. And so we're trying to, as a staff, create different ways in the practice room for these guys, for their confidence to grow. And, like I said, another good way for their confidence to grow is to continue to go back out and compete. And that's what we get to do this weekend. So we're excited about that. So we had two good duels against Rutgers and Maryland last year. Rutgers is a team that is going to fight you. Coach Pritzloff, who is one of my coaches, I know how he coaches and what he values, and his guys are going to come out and they're going to fight. And they did that to us last year and almost beat us here at home. And so carrying from the Iowa duel, we're continuing to send the message that this is a fight. We need to go out and throw the first punch, get the first blow, get on these guys right away, and make it a long 7-minute match and be ready for a long 7-minute match. we actually match up pretty well against Rutgers, um, dual meet wise, and they're a team that is wrestling with a lot of confidence. They had a lot of big wins early in the year in a dual meet setting, and so they have a lot of guys who go hard, and we got to be ready for that. But um, I know we are, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the guys respond to wrestling these uh, tough New Jersey kids, because I know that if we push our pace, we wrestle the way we can wrestle, we can win that duel. Maryland, they're a Big Ten school, and so they're another school who's hungry. I'm sure they're looking at us like, hey, we have this circle on the calendar, we can beat these guys. And so our guys have to step up and be ready to roll. As a staff, we've done a lot of film watching both these teams. We've done a lot of preparation um, on trying to figure out where we can attack these guys the best. But they both ride legs on top, and so we spent some time on bottom, getting out of legs, not letting legs in, and so that's kind of our preparation. Um, we're hoping that we don't get snowed out Saturday heading from Rutgers to Maryland. It sounds like there'll be a big snowstorm out there, so that should make things interesting. But I'm really looking forward to this weekend. The guys are feeling good, we're healthy, and it should be a fun weekend.